doesn't know you, who are you?
My name is TyTheUnknown. I am a mix engineer, producer, songwriter, and a rapper.
When did you start doing what you do?
I started playing in a band when I was 13 years old. I played for a band called the Knuckleheads back in like sixth grade. Um, it was with me and my friends. I was living in Hermosa at the time. I was a bass player, and that's when I started my making music. So.
Why do you make music? Why do you do what you do?
Um, Honestly, I like the way it makes me feel. I like the way it makes other people feel. And in my own form, it's kind of a poetry to me. And I tell stories and I tell my own stories. Some people write in journals. I make music.
Have you always had an interest in music?
Yes, I've always loved music. Music has always been a part of my family. It's always been a part of my culture. Just creating it makes me feel like I'm getting in touch with the deeper part of myself that I can't access otherwise.
I mean, I know your dad makes music. Do you think he played a part in your upbringing making music?
Oh yeah, definitely. My dad has always played a big part of my music. Not so much now because I'm kind of self-sufficient on my own, but back when I was just getting started, he was helping me out trying to figure out how all this works and how to get it all set up. And he gave me a lot of the equipment I have today. So,
What kind of music does your dad make?
my dad, he's a producer for the rap group Conscious Asylum. He makes boom bap and underground hip hop beats. He also scratches and DJs, and he also worked with the Shapeshifters back in his good old golden days.
Would you say his music influences yours in any way?
Not at all. Not at all. His music is totally different to what kind of style and how I feel towards music.
So who would you say are your biggest influences?
They have to be probably top three: Marvin Gaye, Tyler the Creator, Biggie Smalls, Frank Ocean is number four.
Would you say their sound comes out in your music or just their creativity and spirit?
Definitely, a lot of soul goes into Frank Ocean and all those artists that I named music. They really take pride in what they do. There's a lot of substance behind it. There's a lot of story. There's a lot of emotion behind it. And I take inspiration from that, and I try and implement that in my own music.
Would you say your music is based on things that have happened to you or real life events?
Oh, yes, definitely. My music has always been about what's going on with me on the inside. I've always created music based off of my own story and what I feel. I just use inspiration from other people to know how I can convey those messages, where people like it.
Is there anything you want people to know about you or your music, or do you think you're misunderstood in any way that you want to clear up?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like people don't really grasp what being unknown is. To me, the unknown factor is about realizing that people really don't care. But that is a great thing for when you're trying to work on yourself and become a better version of yourself. People don't understand that whenever you are alone and whenever you're unknown or wherever you don't feel like you're getting enough attention, that is your time to become the best version of yourself you possibly can. And I feel like there's a lot of guys and a lot of girls out there that don't feel like they're heard, that don't feel like they get enough recognition. But I feel like that is the rock to be able to become what you want to become.
What are some obstacles you faced in making music?
Well, there's always going to be roadblocks. There's always going to be ups and downs whenever it comes to anything. But when it comes to my music, there's always writer's block. There's always lack of creativity. And I learned throughout my years of experience that creating music is about the substance behind it. It's not about throwing together as much sounds as you can, because if you're constantly going into the studio, recording, you're not going to make anything of substance. You need to be able to create music that really inspires yourself into making more and have real meaning behind that music.
Where would you say you are now? Would you say you're inspired and motivated in terms of making music?
Right now, I haven't made music in a couple of months, I want to say. So I've been trying to really draw on different aspects of my life. I'm learning a lot about myself as a person, as a human being, and I feel like my next couple songs are going to probably be the best ones yet.
What would you say is next for TyTheUnknown?
Soon, in about 2 months, I'm dropping an EP with all my old music from the past years. It's going to be called, I don't even know yet, but it's going to be something about what it means to be unknown in your own story. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you for this interview.